they are as a mom or how they are as a dad. Especially the women, because we're like, oh, what am I going to do with that $200, $300? There's a lot of women out there that I've personally seen that will take that $200 that they're getting a month, and their child is walking around without their hair done, or their child is walking around looking crazy, or the child is calling the dad, oh, she didn't feed me, or I ate this, and the mom is eating crab legs, but she eating hot dogs. And I think that when the men start, if a man is questioning where the money is being spent, it's because they don't truly see their child. Well, in most cases, I know there's some cases where men just want control, but in a lot of cases, if a man is asking where the money is being spent, it's because it doesn't look like it. If you have a child that's well taken care of and you see them with nice clothes, you see them with their hair done, you're not questioning where did my money go, where my $200 went. And I honestly don't think um, saying that it went to your utilities is an excuse, because a man still has to maintain his house. A man still has to maintain his household, even though he doesn't have the child in his house. So you can't tell me that the $200 went on lights. No, why isn't her hair done? Why doesn't she have clothes? So I think we need to stop looking at it as how we would handle it, and look at it where they're coming from. A lot of women do use that money on personal uses, and I don't think household items, like I said, should be included in that, because if your child was with you or not, that's adult things that you have to, necessities that you have to do every month.
Okay, that's well said. So you saying, it still should be no excuses type shit.
Yes, there should be no excuses as to if a man is asking you, oh, where did my money go this month? You shouldn't say my light bill was $400. He has to pay those expenses as well. So he's not there to maintain your household. He's there to take care of his child. And like I said, I don't think that men will be questioning where their money is going if your child is well taken care of. If your child hair is done, if they're looking like they're well taken care of, they're in daycare, they're in activities, or whatever your money can afford. I don't think that they will be questioning that unless there's a time that your child doesn't visually look like they're being taken care of, which happens a lot.
What I'm saying, right?
Well,
Look. Let me say this, right? I raised my daughter, right, her whole life. Me and my wife been together her whole life, right? Now, what I'm trying to say, like, you don't know what I be hearing from it, because I ain't gonna say like I was the breadwinner the whole time either. There's been ups and downs on our road trips to our success and all that, right? But what I'm trying to say is, if you're not in the household, right, you don't know how much it is, how expensive it is for a kid, right? The extras that one person period is in your household expenses, right? What it equivalents to. Now, what I'm trying to say, if the judge was to actually say, okay, let's give this child a check or a card for 1 month, and then boom, that's what it is, right? And now the child is also, wherever the child is at, they had to pay his rent and his food and everything, right? You will see on a standard level, not talking about some people, because depending on what you make, the amount of income that you're paying will be exceeding. But on the basic level of what we're talking about, you will see that it don't equivalent. It don't really. So when you see your child being taken care of to a certain degree, and you have a kid in your household, you will know. You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, you will see certain things. And then imagine this, right? When you're paying child support and your kid getting it, and then it's still asking for things. So imagine you got the kid, you got the kid, and you getting the check, and then you're still saying it's not enough because you're paying for it. So that's what I'm saying. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I hear what y'all are saying, and y'all hitting it right on the head almost. When y'all saying it, y'all are going to child support court. The problem is, child support court and family court are two different things. When you go to child support court, you're supposed to tell them every single thing the child needs. Clothes, shoes, hairdos, extracurricular activity, private school, everything you listed. They added to the state minimum. Yes,
Extracurricular activity is not included.
Can I finish what I'm saying? Thank you. Yes, for my situation, it is. You can ask, if you have a decent lawyer, or if you know the law, you can ask the judge, right? Hey, I want to identify who pays for what, but that's not child support court. I'm on child support court. So in child support court, you have to list every single thing that the child would need monthly. And there's a whole worksheet in all 50 states. So what I'm trying to get you guys to see is there is a way to track it. Because yearly, in all 50 states, you can request each parent's bank statements, all of them, and tax records, which means it's itemized on the bank statements. OnlyFans, Nike. I mean, I didn't even say that word, whatever. But you can identify OnlyFans. No, they didn't show it though. Somebody was talking about you can't do that. The courts will literally open up your documents on a PowerPoint screen in the courtroom for everybody to see what you're spending the money on. There is a way to track it. So stop saying that. Both parents play it. So now once you leave child support court, and I'm about to land after this, you leave child support court and you go to family court and you write in there, you show the judge, here's our child support worksheet, and it shows mom is responsible for health care, the dad's responsible for shoes and haircut. And guess what the judge gonna write in there? On the family court order, when you get visitation, underneath that, mom is responsible for this, daddy is responsible for this. So now that my child is lacking, or you're texting me, asking me for stuff, guess what? I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm gonna wait till your second time of doing that, and I'm gonna take your ass back to court for until you change the circumstances.
Okay. 1 second, keeping. I need to hear from Diane. Diane, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I just wanted to speak on, like, just from personal experience and just kind of see where people were coming from with this issue, honestly.
Good morning. Good morning, by the way.
Good morning.
All right.
Just wanted to see, just because, like, men having receipts, if they need that, then that's fine, I guess. But I feel like a lot of men could see, like, how and what we're doing with our child. Me personally, I have my own place, my own car, just graduated, got my master's degree. My ex can see what I'm doing and that our child is well taken care of. And so our issue is, like, take me off of child support is the issue. I was actually surprised I got child support because I made more than him financially. But the judge said, like, that doesn't matter. Basically, you make more financially. You take care of your child as well, you know? So I'm just covering it all, basically. So this is interesting for me personally that men would want receipts, basically, I would say. Just because it's like you can see what a woman's doing, especially when your child is well taken care of. But some men still have an issue with that.
So that's why it depends on the level.
No, you good. So what you're saying is because he sees that his child is taken care of, that still doesn't give him the right to want to verify that you're not misusing child support money?
How can you be misusing the child support money, bro? What I'm trying to say, right?
Hold on, Swift. Hold on. And I'm going to tell you, though. Once again, you buy shit that don't pertain to the child for your own. You buy shit for yourself. You feel me? That's how you misuse child support. It's called child support, not ex support. So once again, what I'm saying is, Swift, this is where I feel like me and you kind of have a disconnect. But the thing is, I get it. If he pays for, let's say, gas, water, electric, whatever.
Now, I get what you're saying, bro. The child should have a bank account for that check. I mean, I get what you're saying, right? But, like, if you make it to where though it's like a separate account where though the child support check is going and then the child expenses is coming out of that child support money, right? Then you can see it, because listen what I'm trying to say, right? If once you see the kid, it depends on the level of income that you're receiving or paying for child support, because once you see the kid, right, you will know, like, well, man, let me shut up, because I know my money that I'm giving her is not enough to take care of all of that, right? And that's what I'm saying. It will be that because
saying to you, it's fair if you have your child. I think you're talking from a point of view of men who are lazy to use their money to raise their child.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say
50% of the year is a whole different ball.
I'm saying I'm talking about. Hold on, hear me out. Okay, hear me out though. Hear me out. I'm saying that from a point of raising a child in my household and having one that's gone. I mean, you know, that's not right. So right, and so it's like, okay, I'm not on child support for that, right? But I'm hearing what people are asking for and what you will be thinking that you'll be paying a month in child support, right? You will see that is not enough, right? If the child is well maintained. So I'm saying the money's going to be juggled. That's what I'm saying. Like, so like now I can see now it's in the mind frame also where the person at, because you might be a person that's paying $4,000 a month in child support. You see what I'm saying? Your mind frame is not going to be the same as the person that's paying $1,000 a month in child support. You feel what I'm saying? Because you thinking like, yo, my $4,000 a month is taking care of all of that, right? It's a difference.
brother.
So it's a
No,
difference.
brother,
Now,
there's a first and secondary use in every state, and I think that's what some people in the comments are trying to say. They just don't know how to articulate it, and I'm not being funny. So yes, you are correct, brother. There is a first and secondary use of child support. The
Right.
first use is for the child. There's literally a second sentence underneath that states about utilities and all of that. What I was getting at when I said in the child support, I mean in the family court, that's why you identify what the parent is supposed to pay. The courts are not going to get into your nitty-gritty every single
oh,
detail.
all right, what I'm trying to say, brother, is
They're going
this.
to make sure that the child is taken care of first, and anything left over with is whoever the custodial parent is up to them what they use it for. But
Right.
they cannot neglect the child first.
Right. Now, like, say to the sister that says she got her degree, right? And she's handling it all, right? Now, right? Now, say, look, bro, look, the check you give me, we're going to just straight get that to your daughter. I ain't even going to worry about it. Like, I'm saying, look, I'm not even going to touch it. It's going to go straight to your kid, and your kid is of an age, right? You will see, bro, like, it's still, your kid going to still be saying, Dad, can you give me, or still asking for things. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro,
You
like,
can't cry about that, brother. That's
no,
just
I'm
like, you can't
right. That's what I'm
cry.
saying. So that's what I'm saying. So what I'm right, and then that's what I'm saying. If you go to do that, if you get your kid, then you're gonna be saying this little bit of money that I was paying for child support. I would have right. If you don't solely want your kid, and it's about what you paying in child support, and you went and got your kid, right? Then that money that you paying in child support, you won't see like, man, shit, she got to help me because that money is not enough. That's what I'm trying to say.
I think a child needs a month. If you take care of your own house by yourself, that the host been talking about, how much extra money do you need for a child if y'all both paying child support? Like,
See, that's what I'm saying. See, bro, I'm thinking about where you coming from, but the host is not. See, this what I'm saying, bro. It's different walks of life. See, the part where you coming from is a complete scenario of how this brother is saying. Like, because this brother thinking, okay, I'm paying child support. You think first you already split down the middle. That's one. This from this aspect of where he coming from, it's mostly that this other parent has the child. So that's the difference that you got to get in mind frame right then and there, right? And it's obvious to see that what you're making and paying is completely above more than what he's speaking on or what the topic is speaking on. That's why I'm saying. So I'm listening to it from all avenues, right? So listen. So listen. Now listen. Hear me out. Let me speak on it. Let me. Bro, what I'm saying is this, bro. He's speaking on. Okay, he leveled it out. It came to a term. Maybe you wasn't here. He said maybe it's 250. And if it's 250, right, I'm thinking about that. Okay, bro, that ain't enough. Flat out. I don't care where the kid at, right? Because I'm talking about even when there's a person in your household, what the kid eat, the electricity and all that's going to be taken in expense because they're there in the household, right? That 250 might just handle that, right? But then what about the clothing and then fun things and then hair if it's a little girl or haircuts if it's a little boy? You see what I'm saying? So on a level, it do matter because now say you working and you paying $4,000 a month for child support. You paying $4,000 a month for child support. Go ahead, you right about that, bro. But that's what I'm saying. Like everybody, this is what I'm trying to say. It's a different walk where we coming from with the child support and the payments and who it is. Like, because it's a difference in the status of the parents, the situation of the kid, the situation of the custody. So it's not one rule. I don't really hear nobody saying nothing wrong. And that's the thing.
Yo, we got some new people on the panel. Yo, y'all tap the screen, share the live. Let's get the likes everywhere. But yo, good morning to everybody.
Yes, my young, beautiful black people. We back at it.
Yo, still at this shit, right, Bubba?
Feel me? This shit was about to get flying. I had to like, nope. Feel me? But nah, yeah, we back at it again. Hey, we got 183 people in here. I appreciate all of y'all. You know what I mean? Once again, tap and share. Share to like 20 people. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Talk your shit this morning, but just, you know what I mean? Don't be too crazy when you talking your shit. But
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. That shit's for the kid, bro. It's just that simple, man. Fuck your head, fuck your nails. Actually, worry about that shit later.
Okay, but I got another question real quick. So
Yeah,
what
go
about
ahead.
we had an issue or whatever, on a personal level, but I want to put my child, I already got an apartment that's in Adams Straight, but I want to put my child in a Montessori school. It's like a private school basically. And that is $1,650 a month. Child support's only $500. Dad's complaining about that. How do y'all feel about that? Because is it not going towards the child?
no, that's a good problem. That's
He
what
doesn't have
I'm
to
just
pay.
calling from my perspective. That's a them problem. Like I advocate any kind of educational. You feel what I'm saying? I get that. Like you're not talking. Yes. What I'm saying is, I advocate. If you want to go take your child to Bible school, then it is what it is. You feel me? If it make your child smarter, you gotta work harder to make sure that child gets education. You know what I mean? I'm just talking about some women out here. Shut up. Some women out here spending their money on apes with the damn child support. And we know what the ape is. So, you know what I mean? That'd be my
Well, they're going to tell you daycare is on your own, right? They can do that. As well as they're going to tell you that your extracurricular school, because there's a free public school that the courts offer and that the city offers and the courts work for the city. They're not going to sit right here and say, yeah, you're going to pay for more. So you have to go take them back to court and ask, can you pay for the monetary school? My son is in private school. It costs us $250 a month each. But you have to ask the other parent to spend more money. You can't just go take out of their damn pocket. What?
Hey, bro, see, like this, I ain't gonna lie, right? And I hate to say, he talking about low hanging fruit.
Towards that and put the rest, you know?
We got to be in the mind frame of the baby mother that's not the baby mother. That like, cause see, bro, like he's talking about this. He's talking about the baby mother that's like a, you know, that we hate to say like the chicken eat. That's the one he now. It's a complete different. It's a complete different scenario when it's that when you're dealing with that. If it's that. If the one that's just sitting around doing nothing, getting her hair done and going out to the clubs and ain't doing nothing productive, it's gonna be a whole different mind frame, bro. That's what I'm saying. Flat out, you're gonna be on everything because you're gonna feel like your money is not being used for what it's used for.
Hey, yo, Swift, you know what I hear a lot too? I hear women say, you know what? Just take the care. Take custody of the kid. Women have no problem with paying child support. Like, come on now. They carry that. Women
Because
is not giving up the kids, though.
okay, but listen, but now see,
That's valid though, because
but see, that's the reality of a thing. Like that's why I say some of it. Go ahead, I speak a lot. Go ahead, baby.
I just want to say, like, I feel that way because if, like, we're being honest, I just feel like anybody who wants to see receipts for where the actual money goes and wants to see that because obviously they either don't trust the mom is actually taking care of the child. Because if you think the mom is taking care of the child, like, you know, the money is being spent on the kid. And if I have let's say I have a pool of $1,000 and 400 of it came from you and 600 of it's mine, and I pay for everything I need to pay for out of that $1,000, like, to show you a receipt for what, like,